Okay, you have arrived. Welcome to Sarasota, Florida. Thank you. This is Live with Nature. Hey, I'm Stephen Smith. And this is an opportunity for you to connect with nature here in Sarasota, Florida. You can transcendentally meditate to come here, listen to the birds, listen to the crickets out there right now. And I just say welcome. Welcome a brand new day. Happy Friday to you, okay? I'm having a good day so far. Got up early like I normally do, trying to get some things done. Finally got an opportunity to respond to some comments, write a little bit in my book, and see some videos that people have posted and some posts. So far it's been pretty good. I've listened to my motivational, well, I started out with a spiritual video and some motivational stuff from Evan Carmichael, and so it's a good day. I haven't even gotten to looking at my calendar yet, which I actually need to take a look and see, well, where am I going today? Okay, but I'll tell you where I'm starting right here. I'm making a connection to nature, and that's what you have an opportunity to do right now. Make a connection to nature. That is my topic today. We have the opportunity to connect to nature, to connect to source. Source, or my higher power, God, created all this stuff. Created everything for us to enjoy, to make the most of it, and to enjoy living. And I enjoy living, and it's fun. It really is. I really like being outside. During the daytime it's pretty hot. It's like seriously hot, and you know, you don't even have to do anything to start sweating, and you know, got to be careful, because if you're working outside you must hydrate. Now, I noticed from a friend of mine, Richard Fay, this morning, that he said it was 34 Celsius. So boy, pretty darn hot. And that's in the UK. So that was like, well, probably actual temperature wise hotter than it was here yesterday. The feel like was about probably 100, but that's some nature that air conditioning makes a little bit more comfortable, I promise. And then if you're inside, then it's kind of nice. But I have to go in and out with my job, and I don't mind it, you know. I mean, I guess I've just gotten used to it. I certainly accept it as the way it is. When it's summertime, it's hot, it's humid, and that's just the way it is. I try and enjoy it the best that I possibly can. Now, I know that if you're watching this video, you probably enjoy nature as well. We have some pretty good stuff that comes on the videos. They're raw, they're uncut, they are just whatever happens, whether it's the tripod falling down, or me tripping on the way, or bumping into a tree. Maybe I'm a little bit clumsy sometimes. I would admit that. Oh well, you know, I just like being outside. I do. I always have. My dad took us camping when we were young, and I really enjoyed going camping. I still do to this day. I just don't do that enough. I've been planning for years to do a camping trip, and I plan to do one. I plan to do a really great Live with Nature one of these days when I get out there, and although I've lost all the things that I had for camping from the standpoint of a tent, I've regained a bunch of stuff because I love garage sales. So I'll go to the garage sale and I will buy stuff like cooking utensils and things of this nature, and flint, and stuff that I can use that in case of an emergency as well, I'm kind of prepared. Now, Live with Nature in California means you need to be prepared for earthquakes. And I've been, well, I guess lucky, I suppose, survived them, went through almost every one of them. The only one that, well, until recent times, they've had a few more. Yeah, it happens. You know, the big joke is that, well, California will be, Southern California will be waterfront someday, you know. Not that it isn't already, kind of, sort of, depending on where you're living. But if you happen to live in the mountains, then you're going to be living in waterfront, based on the San Andreas Fault. Uh, Boy, I tell you, that would be the sign of the end times when that happens, I would think. But needless to say, I have lived through some earthquakes. I remember the first one in 1972. And waking up as just a little kid. And the doors to my closet were just rocking back and forth. And it was like, holy cow, what's going on? That was 1972. Freeways fell down. It was pretty devastating. I was pretty young, so I don't know all the details. But I do recall vividly the Northridge quake. I happened to have been visiting. I was staying with my sister-in-law, Wendy and Dave, down in Placentia, California. And Yuba City, or not Yuba City, Yorba Linda is the neighboring city, 15 miles from Disneyland, the happiest place on earth. Gotta love that. Anyways, so I was down visiting. I was on a sales trip. And I woke up. It was like I heard this noise, and what it was it sounded like seriously a freight train coming through, and things were shaking and things were falling off of the desk and stuff that was in the room that I was staying in. And thankfully, by that time, I'd realized, well, what do you do when there's an earthquake? Well, yes. You don't just run for cover. Don't get under your bed or something silly like that. No, go for the door frame, because that's a solid point of the house. The door frame isn't going to probably fall down. So I ran to the door frame, got in the door frame, and it lasted for, I don't know, it seemed like an eternity, but it wasn't. It was maybe about 30 seconds or something of this nature. So it was quite interesting. So like I say, just like I was standing next to the railroad tracks, a freight train coming through, pretty startling actually. So that was a pretty wild, connection to nature, all right. I've had those many times, but the thing about it is that I was going that morning to Northridge Medical Center. I was in the healthcare industry, and well, I didn't make it to Northridge Medical Center, of course, because, that was an extremely devastating earthquake up in the valley, that they refer to as the valley. That's where the Valley Girls came from. 90210, if anybody watched it. Boy, I guess I did. Because I grew up in Southern California, and I loved it there. I really did. I was close to the beach, loved the beach. I'm a Cancer, so I love the water, and I just enjoy myself anywhere there's water, whether it's a river or a lake, whether it's the ocean. The Pacific Ocean has waves. The Gulf doesn't have waves. If it does have waves, I'm telling you, there's a storm. And then that wouldn't necessarily be the safest time to go out. I was surfing when I was a kid, but these kids these days, they'll tend to go to the east coast of Florida, which is going to be where Atlantic Ocean, where you're going to get some real waves. But in the Gulf, they'll go out here and try and surf these waves. And the problem with that is that, wow, there's a huge riptide. And so if you're not familiar with that, boy, it could be very devastating, and you could lose your life if you don't know how to deal with that. Just for the tip, if you ever get caught in a riptide, which is the water basically taking you out, and then you'd be out in the Gulf, and you'd be way offshore before you ever knew it, swim sideways. So in other words, parallel to the beach. Don't try and swim straight back in that riptide, because you just aren't going to be able to do it. Something else just popped into my mind about nature stuff, but I can't recall. I just love nature. I hope you love nature too. What I found is that nature is healing for the soul. When you get out into nature, you take a walk, or you go to the park or the lake or whatever you do, then that gives you an opportunity just to kind of like slow down, relax, wait for the plane to go by. We have an international airport. Somebody's heading off somewhere. Looking forward to the next time I get on a plane, to be honest with you. It's been a very long time. I used to do it all the time. I was thinking about that Northridge quake. That was wild. The hospital that I was going to ended up having a lot of damage. And so, yeah, it was about 2 weeks or so before I finally got back up there, but it was pretty devastating. You know, nature can have its own way. It seems like lately, and I don't know whether it's a sign of the end times, the revelations, or just what it is, or whether it's just normal. And the fact is that we have information so readily available to us these days. And when things happen, I mean, you can be on Twitter and you can see it like instantaneously type thing, or Facebook. We've had some pretty devastating weather. Down here in Florida, not so much lately. But we are heading in, and we are in our hurricane season. So that's something to be concerned about. And that's why I have this survival stuff, backpack, you know, with flashlights and batteries, and you need to set aside water and food, and so that you have something if there's a tragic accident type situation, like a hurricane, and we have them. And I was right firsthand on the last big one that we had, Hurricane Charlie. We had 3 hurricanes in 1 month. It was like, wow. Yeah. It was the most interesting from the standpoint of devastation-wise that I've ever seen in my life. I had no idea at that point in my life that hurricanes actually are tornadoes. They level everything in their path. They did level everything in their path, all the way from the Gulf of Mexico for 50 miles on the Peace River. They did. But I'd never seen anything like it before. You know, the bottom line was that trees were just literally knocked off about 10 feet high, like toothpicks knocked off. I've seen a lot of nature stuff. I've been lucky, and I love it. And I love taking pictures, you know. And you know what, if you love this stuff, I'd like you to share that stuff with us, okay? I really would. I'd like you to be in the Artist Lounge. We have LWN Live with Nature. That's our Facebook page. That's a select few people that are posting to that particular page. You got great stuff. We'll put you up there as well. But we do have an Artist Lounge where anybody can go and they can put their photos or their videos, because it's, I think, important for us to connect to nature. I said earlier about source, because my higher power, God, created all this stuff, like I said, and it's there to enjoy. And so I want us to enjoy it. And I want us to enjoy it together. And I've got some huge plans for Live with Nature, because I believe in it so much, and it's kind of going to tail into, you know, I want to be a speaker, you know, on stage. I want to be a motivational and empowerment speaker. I think I already am, but I want to take it to that next level where I'm speaking to people. My next goal, so that everybody knows, is that I plan to speak in the schools here. I just want to talk to the kids. I need to learn how to be able to talk to the kids. I have a 14-year-old granddaughter, so I need to do that. And so I want to speak to the nature of their situations, because so many people out there today, young kids, don't have a lot of self-confidence, don't know about God, don't know about nature. So I want to bring all that to them so that I can help to empower them and give them hope. We are the light in the dark places we are, and so I appreciate your support. Like I say, if you've got stuff that you want to post up there at the Artist Lounge, just, you know, if you can't find it, it's LWN Live with Nature. It's the Artist Lounge. Share and care is what it is. It's a place for you to be able to share what you're thinking. So welcome to Friday. It's a beautiful day, and I'll tell you what, we're in my backyard. We're about 6 or 7 miles from the Gulf of Mexico. It's a Friday. I've got to go work. Most of us do. But no matter what, we do have work, you know, particularly if you got children, you got things to do with them. You got to take care of them. I'm looking forward to the weekend, although I'm going to be working, because I needed to work some extra hours. I've got a side job. It's not related to the other job, although it's painting, but it's not related to, you know, our family business, because I need to generate some money so I can get this darn truck back on the road. It's taking a few $1,000 to get it back on the road. So that's what I got to do. I got to work hard. I got to put in some extra time and do whatever it takes to make this thing happen. So that's what I found. If you want something, you want to manifest something in your life, it all starts with a thought, and then takes an action plan, and then you can manifest it. And it also takes a visualization, it takes determination, it takes repetition of stating your goal. This opportunity here with Live with Nature is to listen to the birds, listen to the crickets, see whatever wildlife we encounter, squirrels, hawks, and I haven't decided on a name for the hawk. I think we're going to stick with Disney stuff, because I love Disney stuff. What I haven't seen is the new Lion King. That's a movie that I think I definitely need to see. That's one of my most favorite movies in the universe. It's about the circle of life, and I love it. So I'd like to see it with the actual real animals in it. We'll go out front, we'll watch the sun coming up here, we'll check out the clouds. The name for the red-tailed hawk is Sylvester. Okay, so Sylvester is going to be its name. I haven't gone back to that post that I did. I'll go back to that post, name it. That'll resurrect that back up, bring it back up in the feed. So yeah, I like Disney stuff. I do. There were some really good suggestions, by the way. Really great suggestions, and I appreciate everybody that took time to make some suggestions for the red-tailed hawk. So we'll have named two birds. We'll have named the mockingbird, Tweety Pie, and we'll have the red-tailed hawk that seems to always want to be in the videos quite often, and that will be Sylvester. Makes sense? They kind of go together, don't they? I guess. And really, Sylvester's not Disney, but it's that cartoon thing, you know. I mean, I just love the animation of particularly Disney, but Sylvester and Tweety Bird kind of go together. The cat and the mouse and the bird. Go figure. Okay, so all right. No, there's no method to my madness, I promise you. Okay, so welcome everybody. I'm just going to, for a moment here, I'm going to go ahead and throw out some invitations. Anthea, welcome so very much. Michelle Paris, yes. I figure that you would be happy about that, Michelle. Good morning, and just to shout out a few people. Louisa Moulton, thank you so very much for joining, and Michelle Manning, thank you for joining. I am going to attempt to not shake the crazy camera here and send out some invitations right now so that people know. I don't normally send out the invitations. Actually, I haven't done it most of the time, but I figure let's go ahead, let people enjoy this, let them know, oh yeah, that's right, he is live right now. So let's just do that. In the meantime, I hope everybody's doing well. And if you're not doing well, we're going to be praying for you shortly. Okay? We most definitely will be doing that. I'll be praying for you. I'll be praying for myself. I'll be praying for everybody, to be honest with you. And, alright, I'll let it be at that. Alright, thank you so much for bearing with me there. Okay, Denise, welcome. Alright, so yeah, that way some people actually do know that I am live. So, off we go. I'm going to turn off. I just had my flashlight going this morning. Virgie, welcome. Just a flashlight on my camera this morning. I figured that way you can see the background, because when I turn those other lights on, you can't see anything but me, I guess. It's not really about me. So this is my backyard. It's very tropical. It's very overgrown, as you can see. Now, that part that you're seeing, that's all that wild overgrown part, isn't actually our yard. That's actually an area for draining excess water. So this morning, of course, we're still enjoying the moon set, which is really awesome. I really love the moon a lot. So the moon set, working on a sunrise, still dark out. There's some flashes, I don't know where that's coming from. There's obviously some lightning somewhere. I have not seen any or heard any thunder. If I see the thunder, or hear the thunder, excuse me, saw the lightning, seen some lightning flashes already a couple times. It is time to take cover, and that's actually what I was thinking about. That I had forgotten for a moment, because I was just, you know, well, it happens, it does. We're in the lightning capital of the world, probably, right here in Florida, particularly Southwest Florida. Bottom line is, I did catch an article somewhere, ABC 7, Sarasota, WWSB, my favorite meteorologist, Bob Harrigan. And anyways, the point is that yeah, somebody died up in Clearwater from the weekend, from a lightning strike. I tell my sister, oh man, that really sucks. Then I find out, well, guess what? Apparently 5 people died last weekend. It's like, what? Holy cow. This is the deal. If you're in a place that has lightning and thunder, when you hear that thunder, you take cover. Do not stay outside, outdoors, near water, near any metal. I tell you, or else it could be a really bad day for you. Most people survive, but you know, gosh, 5 people this weekend, that's just crazy. I'm really sorry to hear that, for sure. So anyways, aside from that, it's a beautiful morning. The clouds are just awesome. So as you can see, it's still pretty dark. It is. I saw that. There's obviously got to be, oh yeah, probably from behind us, it looks like maybe there's some rain headed our way. Now during the summer months in Florida, it rains almost daily. That's why things stay so green here. So I'm just going to do this. I'm just going to leave this here. I'm going to use this opportunity now for everybody, if they want to, just to relax, listen to the crickets, listen to the birds. Things are just getting started up here. You can use it for meditation or relaxation or just enjoying the great view. Bottom line is that I use it for meditation, as well as an opportunity to repeat my affirmation statements. And so I will go do my affirmation statements. I will come back, we'll do a prayer, and in the meantime, just enjoy. What a spectacular sunrise. I tell you. Awesome. Welcome. Welcome, Sandra. Good morning. Yes, it's a great day. It certainly is. Most assuredly it is. So I welcome everybody. Good morning, Sonny. Good morning, Petra. Good morning, everybody. What a beautiful sunrise, huh? That's pretty spectacular. All right. Nice. It's a great day. It's a great day to have nature. It's a great day to welcome in with the sunrise. It's a great day, and I appreciate everybody that takes time to come and join me for this. I just enjoy doing it. Today is about nature. It's about making a connection to nature. It's what I like to do. I like to bring nature. I like to bring the opportunity for you to come here to Sarasota, Florida with me to listen to a topic, to maybe get some inspiration. Certainly watch the birds, listen to the birds, catch a squirrel, whatever else might just join us for this show. Not sure where our cootie pie is. Around here somewhere, I'm sure. But the bottom line is that I'm having a good day. I always try and do my days with positivity, certainly gratitude. And I've been doing a Stephen Goes Live, which is my talk show, in the evenings at 7:30 Eastern time here in the United States. And it's really awesome. You know, it's helping me to connect to the source, connect to my higher power, whom I call God, to understand what my purpose is in life, and to then apply those lessons to my life. And it's pretty simple for me. It's simply about sharing my story. It's simply about helping people connect to nature, helping to inspire them. Hopefully I can say something that might help them to make them feel better, to overcome any obstacles or break through the barriers that might have been holding them back, to just simply make that connection to the source. Now, you might not agree with me on my higher power, which is fine. I accept that. But I do have one, and that's God. And God created everything. God is the original source. He is the creative source and thought behind everything that is. Thought is creative. When we think, we create. And with our thoughts, we can manifest our destiny, and we can pursue our purpose. And I've been back there saying some affirmations. Now, the affirmations part is affirming truths that I know to be. It's I said last night about saying prayer over and over and over, and certainly for asking things, like if you wanted to see a change in your attitude, asking, oh, can I, Lord, help me to change my attitude. Lord, help me to stop. I need to work on some swearing. I do a little bit of swearing sometimes, and that's, I don't like it. Every time I do it, I don't like it. But I haven't changed that yet, because I haven't worked on that hard enough. So, and I guess I haven't visualized it, me without swearing. I need to work on those things. So the thing is that if I pray and commune with my higher power, He will give me the ability to do those things. Those will all happen in His time, not my timeline. But the thing about it is that if I pray, I want to stop swearing, or I want to stop drinking, or I want to stop eating so much, or like for me, I need to cut back on my sweets. I need to stop eating so many sweets. Well, that's not, I think, the way to do it. The way to do it is like this. I don't eat sweets. I'm not drinking anymore. I am a good person. I am a child of God. Stating the fact of what you want to have. I'm not swearing anymore. I don't swear. That's affirmation. That's affirming the truth. Now, I also know that sometimes there isn't the truth in the moment, but it's the truth that we want to achieve. And so to achieve that truth, we have to visualize that truth as already being there. The asking part over and over again, to me, is a sign of lack. It's a sign of admitting the fact that we just don't have it, which affirms the fact that we don't have it, which then the law of attraction starts taking place immediately and saying, you don't have it, you know? So I probably have been going about some of this stuff wrong, but this is where I like to learn and grow, and I have to open my mind up and take in as much information as I can so that I can learn to overcome those things that aren't necessarily the best choices, and to achieve the choices that I want to. And so that takes writing down that affirmation, and you've heard me say this. I write it down 27 times is how many lines that are on my page. Write it down, I am a child of God, 27 times. Then every day, and all throughout the day, we try and affirm that. Now, we're at day 26, 25, I think. Anyways, bottom line is it's Friday, I know that. So, bottom line is that we've been doing this for about a month now. I have a group, a Facebook group, and it's called Life Begins When You Start Living, and inspire people who inspire others. So that's a group about basically supporting each other, shedding light, shedding support, helping each other. We have resident Pastor Roy Reagan there, who is also a spiritual advisor and also a counselor. He's a person that people can reach out to if they have questions about spirituality. He's the man to answer that. That group is a great group. If you want to be a member of that, send us a request, absolutely. I know that I need to go there. I haven't been on top of it as much as I have. I've let other things become important, but I need that to be important. I love that group. I love the membership of that group, and I am there to support it. I also have Rachel Johnson, who is an admin. I also have Nasanver Avi, who is an admin in that group, and then together we just try to, monitor it and make sure that we put some good content in. If you have good things to put in, you're already a member of that group, make a post. Put something positive down there. Positivity rules, because negativity is not going to get me anything, okay? It's going to get me nothing but negative results. We're going back to the thinking thing, the affirming thing. Whatever I think, I am. Those thoughts are based on your beliefs. Those thoughts are based on the agreements that you've made within yourself, in your mind, and your subconscious. So I'm going to go ahead and pray. Let's have positivity today. Let's enjoy our Friday. It's a happy Friday. Thank you. And my higher power, whom I call God, I'm going to pray for us right now. Dear Lord, thank you so very much for Friday. I'm so grateful to be able to be here, to be able to share this life with nature and a connection to nature and to the source, you, who created all this stuff. You are the intelligent and creative thought behind everything that is. You are the original causation, and I acknowledge that. And Lord, we just want to ask you to into our hearts today to help us to overcome situations that might be being a difficult situation for us. And Lord, help me to understand what mosquitoes are about. Why do we have to have mosquitoes? I'm not sure, because, it's not fun when they bite you. And I'm not sure about those. So help me understand about that and deal with that situation. But Lord, help us to make this connection to nature. Help me to be able to just bring that connection, to be able to inspire people in a positive way that you might want to have me do. You can speak through me, and together we can be a strength. I'm sorry. I said something about the mosquitoes now. They're coming at me. So, Lord, keep the mosquitoes away from me so I can get through this. Lord, thank you for today. Just be in our hearts, be in our minds, be in our souls. Help us to affirm the truths of our lives. Help us to be able to achieve our dreams and goals, whatever they might be. Help us to overcome any obstacles that we've got in our pathway. To what I'm getting, Lord, is to be able to love our enemies. Today, that's a kind of a message as well. help me to not be able to react to maybe somebody that's being a hater towards me or being mean or cruel, or whatever that situation might be. But the adverse situation, help me to deal with that, accept it for what it is, and then love that person and admire that person for who they are, but that we don't have to be a part of our life. We need to separate that and separate ourselves from them, but allow them to be how they are. And then what I recognize, Lord, is let us go help somebody else that's willing to take the help, because we can't help anybody, Lord, unless they're willing to help themselves. So Lord, let people understand that there is light, that there is hope, and that we will shed that hope. I pray these words in Jesus' name, and I say amen. And I also say namaste and namaskar, which means I honor your soul, and I say hello, welcome. And if you're just joining me, go back, watch the replay. That's what the replay is all about. It's there, it's permanent now. It's on LWN Live with Nature. We're working on uploading new content to the YouTube channel, so that's there at your convenience for whenever you choose. You can go and watch this stuff. Join me tonight if you want for the Purpose-Driven Life. We're finding out what God wants for us and how we're supposed to go about doing it, and part of it is glorifying Him in everything that we do, living our lives for Him, sharing the Word, having a friendship with Him, a close personal relationship with Him, and connecting and enjoying life. Enjoying nature, and you can make a connection to nature today too. Take some time for yourself and just be quiet and listen and enjoy and observe. Have a wonderful day. I'll let the video roll because this is a pretty spectacular morning here. I hope you're having a good morning. I hope you feel better if you weren't feeling better. I want you to enjoy today. Let's have a great day. I'll be back soon. In the meantime, I'm Stephen Smith, and I'm signing off from Sarasota. I'll try and stop talking. It's difficult for me sometimes because if something pops into my mind, I want to say it. So anyways, in the meantime, I'm going to just shout out a few people again. I'm going to look at some comments, and I'm going to say thank you so very, very much for joining. All right, so we had Kathy Cromley as well join us. Thank you so very much. And I appreciate Sandra Hall's comment. Good morning, Stephen, long time. Thank you for the peacefulness, and have a fantastic day. Yeah, I really like having that quiet time, so to say. I think that's important. That's definitely part of this broadcast. Having an opportunity to be able to just sit back, relax, enjoy, listen to the birds, and have a good time. Okay? You're very welcome, Sonny. Thank you so very much. Sylvester's out there. Yeah, we named him. I went ahead and named him. I made this comment of Disney, but it's not Disney. It's cartoons. Mel Blanc. Yeah, he did a lot of great stuff. I love Disney. That's something I want to try and do. I'm not sure when I'm going to be able to do it, but I want to go see The Lion King. I believe in that movie. That's The Circle of Life. It's a really awesome show. I got to see this new one. So in the meantime, I'll try and be quiet now. Go ahead, just enjoy this, and have a blessed day, everybody. Hi, doggy. Hello. He came running around here yesterday and scared me because I didn't know he was coming. Oh, well, we don't have to watch that. That's all right. We can pass on that part. Hello. Hello, doggy. Hello. Hello. How are you? Hello. Hello. Hey, how are you? You're just running around loose?
That's Dallas, right?
Huh?
I think that's Dallas.
Down here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Running around loose, little guy. Should be doing that. I guess he's the neighbor's dog. I suppose I should try and get him home. So I'll work on trying to do that. So let me try and get that doggy home. You can watch the sun continue to rise. Okay, come here, doggy. Come on. Come here. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come. Come. Is he the neighbor's dog, I guess? Come here.
Right down there in the windows. Yeah, that's it. We don't hear you, Bruce. He's deaf. He's like Toby's butt. Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you, it must have rained a whole lot yesterday. Last night or something. It sure did. So we're working on getting that doggy back to where it belongs. I'll just do a quick pan here for y'all. There's some clouds up there today. Know that Sonny loves that. So we got Dallas over here. We're working on trying to get him home. That's a great name too. I love Dallas. Dallas is fun. So we got birds, we got mosquitoes. The Lord's gonna help me figure out the mosquito thing. In the meantime, what do we have here? That's interesting. Just kind of like a line in the clouds there. It's different. So that was just like a 360 there for you. So my neighbors are taking them down there. They've got a beautiful, absolutely spectacular, lovely yard. I mean, it really is beautiful. I love his yard. He really takes care of it well. I think what I might do is just, well, what am I doing? Just letting it roll, just letting it roll. I see that we've got some viewers still watching. Trying to let that sun peek through that tree. Okay. We have people watching, so I'm not going to turn it off. I'm just going to let this go. I'll let it go for a while longer here. So just, we'll have quiet time again and just relax, enjoy. I'm just going to move this over so you can see the sun coming up. It's a beautiful day. Thank you so much, everybody, for taking time to come and join me this morning. Today is about making a connection to nature and walking through this very wet, muddy kind of grass. Yeah, we have a sunrise. I got a coffee and I got a tripod. Okay, I hope everybody is doing well. It is a beautiful morning. Yeah, it's about making a connection to nature. That's what I bring, and I hope to bring, you know, a connection to the source, the creator of all of this. I want everybody to have a blessed day. I want you to go out in the world today, take a moment to just enjoy yourself and for yourself, and make that connection. If you can't get out, of course, use this as that opportunity. You can use it for meditation, relaxation, enjoyment of a great view. As well, you can you know, repeat your affirmation statements like I do. So it is a great day. Any day above ground itself, really, and I'm glad that other people enjoy it. I want you to know that I really appreciate the support, the comments, and I want you to have a super day today. Happy Friday to everybody. You're just coming in, go back, take a look at the replay, enjoy, and we'll see you all soon.